have this thing, it's been going on for a few years now, the KEMET Institute of Technology, which is really a seminar aimed at engineers around the world to come and talk with us and listen to us, and we listen to them as to how we can move our technology forward and what they can use our technology for. And last year we had over 1,000 people across the world participating in these seminars. And I think this year will be even more. The website, of course, is incredibly important for all businesses, but particularly for a business that sort of needs the engineer to use our stuff. So our engineering center on our website, I think, is a place where engineers can talk to engineers how to improve their products. And then, of course, we need to simulate. I mean, the engineer will have to sit there and figure out what kind of capability do I need to make my application work. And KSIM, which is our simulation tool, I think many people enjoy. And then, of course, we have plenty of mobile apps, plenty of catalogs, data sheets, all available on the app, and all you need to do is go to Apple Store or Google Play and download it, and you have all the data sheets you can possibly imagine, and maybe a few more. We've been around a long time. We were founded in 1919. We've been making capacitors, solid capacitors, since they were invented in the mid-50s. And now, of course, we've expanded to just about every dielectric you can imagine. We have operations all over the world. We've got 20 facilities, 20 plants. And you know, we have around 9,000 people or so working for KEMET around the world today. And we'd like to think of ourselves as an easy to design in organization, and of course easy to buy from. And we like to think that people trust us. We like to think that our brand means something in terms of reliability and quality. We are in just about every capacitor technology there is, but there are a few that are kind of now really, if I may use the word, cool. I think our high voltage ceramic capacitor is now very small and a leader in miniaturization. And of course the polymer lineup, I think, is getting more and more interesting, being used in automotive, in aerospace, and in other complicated applications. And then we have these little axials lytic capability for automotive, typically for under the hood, very harsh environment that are really, really cool. And we've actually sold out. We'll be putting a couple new lines in place, so we should be good to go. And then, of course, the DC link capacitors in hybrids and electric cars that we're seeing more and more of. And then also, through our partner with NEC Token, the flex suppression sheets, which really deals with the frequency radiation issues that people may have. And if you're not designing it perfectly, a flex suppression sheet may just come and save the day. We like to think of ourselves as a material science organization, and I think we are. If you remember the periodic table, 118 elements, we actually use in our development and manufacturing processes 57, i.e. 48% of all elements in the periodic table. So I think we can say that we are pretty much a material science organization. The new space vehicle, Orion, that's going to be the one that's going to take all of our astronauts out in space and the next generation of capability. We actually have 10 pounds, or almost 5 kilos, of ceramic caps in that capsule. And if you know anything about aerospace, weight is incredibly important. Now, clearly, we all use gazillion devices, and many people say that in a few years you will have 7. I think many of us already have 7. And of course, they got to connect. And of course, keeping that data available is incredibly important. So in the solid state drives, we have a lot of capability that we're deploying as we speak. And then, of course, in automotive. I know that Mauser is very fond of racing. And we're doing some really, really cool stuff with some Formula One manufacturers, and developing, helping their electric motors, because as you probably know by now, that Formula One is a hybrid now, and has only a 6-cylinder engine on top of the hybrids. But we are providing the DC link to the hybrids and giving additional boost to the engine, to the performance of the car, and also it weighs less. Again, same as in space, weight is incredibly important. And furthermore, in automotive, we're dealing with all the kinds of things you think of. Now, if you look at the automotive space and you look at electronics in automotive and you see how much is that of the total world market, it's about 10%. In our business, 22% of KEMET'S business goes into automotive. I think the work that we've done, creating a supply chain that is a close pipe from the mines in the DRC, or in the northern part of Katanga province in Congo, all the way to our various smelters, one in Mexico and one in Nevada, the US, has proven to be a really effective tool for us to ensure that we can provide conflict-free minerals to our customers. And I had the opportunity to testify before Congress, and Congressman Brad Sherman from California gave us a very nice compliment. He said, "Doing well by doing good." Name it, we're there. Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube.